Hello friends, it is a beautiful morning. It's a little gray, a little damp here today, but by all means a lot warmer than I think a lot of us were expecting it to be. This is kind of normal for this time of year. You expect to get a white Christmas, and then Toronto and Ontario have other plans. But what we're going to do today, yeah, my mustache is down today. I decided not to put it up. But what we're going to do is we are going to head down to Cherry Beach, because it's one of the few places that everyone wants to see that I haven't actually done an official video on yet. So the plan is going to walk over to Parliament, going to go south from there, head to the water, and then keep moving. So thank you for joining us, and let's get the show on the road. Boop, boop. Good morning, good morning. You talk the whole night through. Morning, good morning to you and you and you and morning, morning. It's not a good time when it's Christmas season and the song that's going through your head is Good Morning. Singing in the Rain is definitely not a Christmas movie, but somehow I feel like it could be. Hello, Medano. Hello, Timmy. Wonderful to see you folks today. Wanted to let some folks know I am sorting out a membership plan. Last night, me and Manny actually went to the ROM, and to be fair, we spent way too much time there, literally just on the floor with the nature and the dinosaurs, and so that was really cool. But certainly didn't get to see the whole thing. But I think in January when we go, I posted like the first part of the video, and I will post a second part either tonight or tomorrow, depending on demand and when it's ready. But I'll send that out there. And then once I do that, in January we plan to go back and explore the third floor. So literally the entire video is pretty much just one floor of us just showing up and being silly and getting to experience so much of the nature part of the museum. It was really fun. Manny's also just really great company, so we had a good time. If Manny's watching, thank you for joining us. Yes, 735 subs. It's moving in the right direction. And I just got to do this every day, forever. Never stopping. Until it's no fun. And then, keep doing it because I've made a commitment. Like my marriage. Although that did end, let's be fair. Good, rest in pepperoni. We appreciate your dedication and hard work. Thank you, Mayan. It's wonderful to have such beautiful and creative support. And Lord knows, we're just getting started. Theoretically. I mean, we've been doing this for a while already. The Great Sojourn, very good. I didn't bother to check, but just looking at the number, just like, oh, I bet Johnny's live right now. We'll see. I guess I also started a bit early. Yeah, I started 15 minutes early. That's fine. I'm sure Sam will come in and tell us that he didn't receive a notification. Walking by Allen Gardens. It's warmer here today. The snow is melting. How is it there? Also very warm. To be fair, I'm actually a little overdressed. I could very easily not be wearing my jacket or not be wearing my heavy sweater. But, theoretically better to be too warm than not warm enough. Or not. That is also an option. Oh, yes. I come by this building often. It is really good. It's a really interesting, beautiful space. I know I've been in there more than once. And we'll be in there more than once. It's just an easy stop to go to for sure. And it's like, look at even just the dome work. They do a really good job on it. And when you get the chance to go in, it's actually quite lovely. Is it open year round? It is. And the great thing is it's entirely free. So you can go in and check out beautiful flowers all year round, beautiful plants. It's essentially just an expansion of a park, but it's botanical gardens, which is just always lovely. Cherry Beach, the temperature goes above freezing. It's beach weather. Is that a North Bay thing? I mean, you're not far off, I guess. But Cherry Beach is just an area down by the waterfront. It's kind of past Bagasse Park, or at least around Bagasse Park. But yeah, gonna go down, see how it is. I won't be swimming myself, but if I had my dog, that dog absolutely would. I used to have such a water dog growing up. We would live on the lake, right? And so when the door would open up, they would just run, literally make a beeline towards the lake. And they were so wet. And I would have to come in and be with their muddy paws. I have 4 liters of milk. That's too much milk for a single drink, Timmy. Unless you have a cast iron stomach, in which case, good on you. Keep it up. Ooh, I have discovered that there is actually, funny enough, found it at Farm Boy, which we had what was it? At Farm Boy, we found an oat peppermint chip ice cream. It was so good. Christy, aw, thank you so much for the support. It's really great to have you today. I didn't put my mustache up because I was just like, you know what? It deserves a break too. But it's going to be a fun day. The idea is going down to Cherry Beach and then back. But I really appreciate the support. So thank you so much for being a part of it. What kind of dogs did you have growing up? We had Murphy. And Murphy was a golden retriever. And we had Mocha. And Mocha was my dog. She was absolutely my dog. And she was an Aussie Shepherd Border Collie. We got her when she was a puppy. And she imprinted on me. And I have her name on my back still because she was absolutely my puppy. And then we had I don't actually even know what we officially decided on the name of one of our dogs being, because the family would call them Pepper and my dad would call them Bowser. But it was a Bouvier dog, so it was a really big, fluffy, curly dog. Stupid as a brick. That was the one that almost threw my sister through a window. But lovely temperament, a lot of fun, super sweet. But yeah, he was a funny one. But I think we all referred to him as Pepper, but my dad was always like, no, Bowser. And I think Bowser just became the name eventually. My dad dead naming a dog. Hard to say. But then my sister had a duck-toller golden retriever named Mr. Tumnus. And he was actually probably one of my favorite dogs that the family had, just because he was so nervous and just the most skittish dog you've ever met in your life. But then we ended up getting one of his siblings for ourselves, and that was Chum. So it was Chum and Mr. Tumnus, who were brothers from different litters, but still brothers. But yeah, Chum and Mr. Tumnus were fun. And then for years and years, my mom had my sister started with him, and his name is Sammy. He was a Shipoo. So he was lovely. He was a lovely dog. He actually only recently passed away last year. And now my parents have a dog named Nellie, who's also very nervous, skittish dog, but like a collie. And then more recently, my parents have got a little obnoxious yakking dog named Asher. That's the one that bit me, and that's the one I don't like. So I haven't had any dogs in a while. The mustache looks like Yosemite Sam today. Hey, it's good to have a role model, my friend. What's better than a Looney Tunes? Other than maybe a Merry Melody. But I do have 2 cats right now. When I was younger, my family had a cat. His name was Judah. And he was cute, actually. He would come up and he'd nibble on your earlobe. And then like do like making biscuits on your shoulder as he nibbled on your earlobe. He was an unusual cat, but he was super sweet, super duper sweet. My dad let him outside one day. They never came back. So not quite sure what happened officially, but it's not really a surprise to think about what might have happened. We did live in the Ontario wilderness. There's because. Oh, no thanks. Yeah. The great Cerberus beast. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh no is right. But I mean, Judah was a lovely cat. But now I have 2. I've kind of adopted Joel's cats as my own, and their names are Saren and Fabian. They're older, but they're still full of personality, which is always nice. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what he was offering me, but I'm just like, I'd rather, no, just no. Oh. Looked like he was offering me a coupon that he'd found on the ground, which I'm always just like, that's unusual. Hope all is well with you. Thank you, Alexa. Good to see you in the chat today. Welcome, welcome. We're going to head down to Cherry Beach and then go from there. I mean, potentially Cherry Beach. We might end up other places, but at this point, who knows? Let's find out together. Lots of pigeons. Also, everybody, happy Wednesday. If nothing else, it's at least a very temperate one, which is a welcome change of pace, that is for sure. Pigeons are out in full force. This is very much like a pigeon neighborhood. So, definitely something to keep in mind. Whenever I pass by here, I always like to point out this mural. It's done by an artist named Andrew Stelmach, and he is very interesting. Like the things he creates are very vibrant and beautiful, and he almost has like a deconstructionist quality to it, but he works in shapes and feelings, and yeah, very, very, very intelligent man, and very good art. I think is very lovely to see. I'm actually going to unbuckle my sweater, or my jacket, because it is not warm enough. I could have easily worn my less oppressive sweater today after all. I hate when people talk me out of what I was going to do, because I'm just like, at this point, peregrine falcons are good to keep the pigeon population in check. Yeah, and hawks too. Actually, to be fair, the more raptors we have in the air, the better it is. because then you actually get some, like, the pigeons don't congregate in the same areas as much. One of the problems is people feeding pigeons too much, but it's well intentioned, but ultimately it's really bad practice and not something that should be encouraged. Hello, Brad. Good to see you this morning. Or today, whatever it is. It's a little bit of both. But hopefully North Bay is equally lovely, because it is, gosh, it really is a very nice day here. Certainly lucked out. It's definitely one of those moments where I'm just like, I should have trusted my gut and just not worn the sweater. I appreciate when Joel is well-intentioned and being like, oh, it might be frozen down by the lake, and I get outside and just like, no, it's actually even warmer than I thought it was. All right. Often when I sit at a park bench, the pigeons show up rather quickly and are looking for a handout. At least it's just the pigeons. Someone's happy. Hello, Harjot. Good to see you this morning. By morning, I mean I know it's 2 o'clock, but you know, morning is a state of mind more so than anything else. At least that's what I claim. Sorry about this, I have to readjust. Microphone, there it is. There it goes. Yeah. I may actually have to take my jacket off because it's just quite literally too warm. I guess I get asked for cigarettes a lot. Not sure if that's a code for something. Actually, I think that's just people probably wanting a cigarette. To be fair, there are enough people who smoke. So I'm currently doing a little bit of a miracle, which is where I'm actually removing my jacket while walking, while still talking without moving the camera too much. Oh, never mind. Fuck off. Goodness gracious. So I think the lesson here is trust your instinct. And if you tell someone you don't need to wear a sweater, maybe they should believe you. All right. So I'm now walking with my jacket on my shoulder and hoping that works. But it is hitting this. So I need to move this. Hopefully that works. Let me know if you can hear me. I just went through it. Man, also Parliament Street is an interesting street. It is very diverse, very eclectic. So lots of stuff happens here. So maybe not the best street to be caught with my jacket off. And see, now I have to try to figure out how I do up the sweater. Oh, did I just, nope. Not the best street to be caught with your pants down. Well, luckily it's not the pants. But this is gonna be a struggle today. Literally just of me trying to figure out how to do things up. There we go. Goodness gracious. Sorry about that, everybody. But I feel like I got it mostly working now. Or maybe not, who knows? It's a messy walk for all the wrong reasons. Whew. Oh yeah. There's a song by a band called Burkini Beach, which I don't know if that's like a problematic name, but just like, okay. But it's called #Xmas 2017. And it's pretty much every Christmas I listen to it once or twice. But this year, I think it cemented itself as probably one of my favorite Christmas songs. Highly recommend if you get a chance to listen to it. But also trying to find any information about that artist, they do not exist. They are just absolutely vanished into the ether. So, if you are Burkini Beach, I love your song. And I hope you continue, but also I haven't seen them release anything in a while, so I'm gonna assume that they're probably not doing that anymore. There, I think I've sorted out all of the controversies now. Microphone is attached to my shirt. Sweater is partially done up. Jacket is on the shoulder, being held in place by my arm. And the fanny pack. It is a much more complicated day already than I anticipated. But that's okay. Complication is fine. It's just how you oh gosh dang it. I say that and instantly it falls off again. Is that sunshine? Right? Where did you come from? You're not supposed to be here. I had such a good time with Manny yesterday. We're just too, like, I will say, if you're ever going to a museum, I say this in the other video that I'll have out today or tomorrow, and just like, if you ever go to a geology department or anything like that, bring a geologist. Because as nice as it is to just look at everything and like discover one or two, it is infinitely more interesting to have someone be like, here's how these all like originate in the wild. And this is where these minerals come from. Yeah, it was really cool. And his knowledge is so, like, he just knows things that I had never even begun to thought about. Was it busy at the museum? Oh, quite busy. So it turns out the third Tuesday of every month they have like an open door thing. And it was great just to be able to go and be like a silly goof with a friend, right? But then also just to be able to see everything for free. So you have to book in advance, of course. But just fabulous. Great discoveries. I remember years ago I went to the dinosaur exhibit. I thought it was very underwhelming. And this time I went and I'm just like, oh, they've really stepped it up a notch. Why do you still have a long mustache when Movember is over? Because it looks amazing. Actually, to be fair, everyone compliments the mustache. So I don't do Movember because it's a trend. I do it because it's a trademark. And the more of a trademark you can have, the better it gets. So mustache ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Unless I hit 1,000 subscribers and people demand that I do that, in which case I probably will. But that's up to the chat. Yes, the great stash. That's something I haven't reached out to Pognophiles before. Just like, hey, y'all like good facial hair? You want to come check out my YouTube tour channel? Also, it's fun just to be like, I mustache you a question. It's a bad joke, but I make it every time I can. Ugh. I'm so excited. I have pizza waiting for me at home. So I'll be able to go home and just open up a can of bean salad and have pizza. Or I'll stop at like Loblaws or something and just get a pizza there. Or not pizza there. Get a salad there in a bag. You can have salads in bags now? It's crazy. What is even life anymore? By the way, it's about a half hour in. If you're new to this channel, first off, welcome. If you do enjoy this, please like it. When you like it, it will encourage YouTube to recommend it to other people. And if you want to stick around, please consider subscribing, because that helps me out a great deal. And it allows me to potentially make a living off of this if I can hit 1,000 subscribers. So every piece of help that you can offer is appreciated. And we appreciate you. Also, if you find yourself in Toronto in the new year, feel free to look up TOURonno. We are also specializing in walk-based tours in and around Toronto, downtown, of hidden gems in different areas. So if you get the chance to check us out, I would love to have you out and about. Also makes a great Christmas gift. Just saying. I like the spring greens garden salad that comes in the square container. Ooh, yes. That's just super easy. And you can just put whatever dressing you want on it. It's great. It's great. They have one that's an everything bagel flavored salad. And like it's a nice chop with broccoli, slaw, and like a bunch of other stuff that is nice. I like that one. Okay, that I'm not... Oh, geez. Okay, hold on. You okay?
The streetcar track need help?
No, I should be good.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry, yeah. Oh, yeah, watch out for those streetcar tracks.
Yeah. He's okay, everybody. He's okay. You can tell they're okay when they just immediately pop back up and they're not grabbing anything. It's the streetcar tracks. They're very well hidden. So if you wipe out on them, like it'll do some damage for sure. So I'm glad he's okay. Obviously I wasn't gonna, sorry if you felt, I don't want people, like I didn't want to show on camera for that part, but I did want to make sure he was okay. Toronto the good, where there is an accident, multiple come to help. Yeah, I would have been there sooner, but the lights were just about to change. So I wanted to make sure, like, I think he slid on his slide, thankfully. Yes, that could have gone so much worse. Luckily, you know, oh, that's what happened to Joel, like, just before, the August before I met him. Joel was riding to work one day, and he had a hard fall like that. Yeah. But I'm glad the man's okay. Probably hurt his bike more than he hurt himself. Yeah. Honestly, probably did. Unfortunate, of course, because those bikes are expensive. Is that the Ontario Line construction on the right? It is. So this is the area that will be around Distillery District. I can't remember exactly what they're calling the stop. It might actually just be called Distillery, to be fair. But yeah, this is one of the stops. Actually, that might be a fun walk one day, is if we actually walked where the Ontario Line starts from and where it goes, just to give people a sense of how big that is, that area stretches and what it does. So yeah, it could be good. As you can see, plenty of options. Little glimpse of the CN Tower in the background. Always wear a helmet. Always wear a helmet. Just like, as someone who can barely ride a bike, you think I'm gonna ride without a helmet? Absolutely freaking not. Can you get into the Christmas market without paying at Distillery? You can actually. I think they start the admission at 4 o'clock. So if you're here before that, you can just walk right in. But gonna need to sneak through here. Crowd of people. Ugh. If there hadn't been so many people there, I could have made the lights, but there were, so I couldn't. Grrr. Frustration. I might actually be able to just walk through the Distillery District. I feel like that might be a good thing to see. People enjoy that. Otherwise, just have to walk down a block or two and then go across. Either way, not a huge tragedy, but beautiful area, that's for sure. Yeah, I have heard that the Distillery District this year at evening is frightfully crowded, which, to be honest, I do not doubt in the slightest. Oh, look at the cute little corgi. See?
Yeah.
Let's take a quick walk through. We love the distillery. It's very pretty. Man, they are really pushing these like disposable cameras. Not even disposable, you know what I mean. They have a sausage dog blind box. That sounds awful. So the distillery district, obviously, if you have checked out the video that me and Randy did about it, you can see they sell the Gooderhan and Worts up there. But yeah, they're in as abundance of children. Take that for what you will. And also, everyone here wants to walk slow. That's nice. Which is understandable. People are here to like milk in the atmosphere, and I'm just like, I just want to get through. Hello, Robert. Good to see you this morning. Welcome to the chat. Did they hear you chirping? Oh, I'm pretty loud at the best of times. But does anyone care about Stranger Things still? Genuinely curious. So I feel like I've heard that the new season is out, or at least part of the new season. But like, I haven't heard anyone talking about it. Oh, that's cute. But never saw Stranger Things. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I feel like no one really does. It goes back into the whole TV talk I was talking about the other day, where I'm just like, I'm gonna go this way. This was a mistake. That's okay. Am I too impatient for my own good? Probably. But it's busy. Yeah, it's actually too busy for its own good. This is like the less busy time. Apparently, it's just getting. I guess it's also like. Are the kids off school yet? Maybe. See, ironically, this is kind of what happens for TOURonno, is that for some reason, the Christmas is never white. Sometimes we can be around the Christmas is white, but it's never. A lot more peaceful than Johnny Stride's Las Vegas walk on the Vegas Strip. I've also heard that Vegas is dying, though. I don't know if that's just like American propaganda, but yeah, I don't know. Vegas is an interesting place. I wish the distillery was located on more central part of downtown. Most tourists don't really go east of Yonge. To be fair, that is a really good point. And as they're doing right now, Toronto Fringe Festival is trying to like move in and do stuff here. But like, the issue is, kind of, if you don't know it's here, why would you come down? Still a lot of bodies walking around on the Vegas Strip. I believe that. Wait, is he there now or something? All right. Let's just take a moment to appreciate this. And not at all because I'm putting my jacket back on because it's gotten cold, so everyone was right. Johnny is back but showed a video from his Vegas trip today. Oh, that's fair enough. Good old Johnny. Always doing things. Oh, ow. Oh, all right, that was frustrating. But I somehow got the jacket back on. And the sweater. Yoshi says Friday I'll be available, but won't be till 4, so that's when I'll be heading downtown. Okay, well, I'll already have been done my walk by then. I have my schedule up on the thing if you ever want to check out when I'm doing stuff. Windy it seems too. Yeah, to be fair, I think most of that might have just been me rustling against it, which is, not ideal, but also, I need like 2 extra hands in order to be able to do everything comfortably. But yeah, so it might not be windy. It's probably just my hands clumsily hitting everything like an oaf. Because that's what I is sometimes. Oh, that's a wind. Nice little view of the CN Tower. Always nice. So, according to legend, Cherry Beach is this away. So, we shall go this away and hope that we hit the Marvel miraculous place that has been such in demand for so long. What a waste. I literally spent so much time taking this jacket off and now putting this jacket back on again. How silly. I can walk this way. I can come down the other side. Okay, yeah, this is probably gonna be really windy. Maybe it is good I brought my hat. Woo! Okay, yeah, that's yeah, that's a wind. That's very much a wind. Let's see where it goes. Whoa. The new bridges look pretty in the background. Oh, they do. To be fair, it's actually like a really beautiful area. Why isn't this side going? There we go. So last time we were here was when Bagaste Park had only been open for about a couple weeks. I don't know if you can see that eagle in the background, but just like, gosh dang, that's huge. But new bridges are really cool. I especially like this one because all of this has been constructed literally with the intention of having the light rail line that's going to come right out here, which I'm just like, that's brilliant. That's such a good idea. Lay in all the infrastructure before you even need to do anything. Amazing. Toronto sunk a good chunk of the change in revitalizing the lower Donland. They really did. And they've done a great job on it so far. Like, this area, 5-10 years, is going to be spectacular. And I am so excited to see how they do it. Like, Bagaste Park is only the beginning. It's just going to get better from here. Actually, today was the right way to do this. Because I'm just like, it's cold, but it's not too cold. It's windy, but it's not crazy windy. And I can get out there and then come back before the sun goes down. Hit up Cherry Beach. Check out more of the park on the way back. Yeah, this was a good plan. This was a good plan. If it's not a good plan, that's terrible, but that's fine. Unless I didn't go to the right place, which is also an option, let's be fair. But I think I did. Either way, we're having a good time. We're having fun. The bridges look super neat. It's very retro futuristic with an organic twist. This was the old original channel that originally just came right out. Kind of cool bridge. I think it's a very cool bridge. It's actually bringing in some wildlife again, which is nice. I like it. I think they did a really good job. So I think I'll head down with the intention of hitting Cherry Beach first. And then from there, I'll turn around, come back, explore some of the north part of Bagaste Park that I didn't get to do last time. Now I'm making myself excited. I put together a plan. And I am executing on that plan, kind of. It's really interesting as you look over there and just see all of the poles. And just like, huh. Right now it just kind of looks like a modern art piece. But I'm sure it will eventually be some kind of infrastructure. But I could not tell you what that is. I think I've seen this area before too, maybe on your stream or Eddie's. Is there a bike path nearby? There is. The other side is the bike path. So this side is walking path out. I did explore this area before, but I'm super surprised that, like, I'm extremely surprised there's no one around me right now. Right? Like, there should be people here. There's one person walking towards me. Ooh, falcon, falcon. You can tell because it has the little curved wings. And if it dives, it's gonna be super duper fast. Oh, yay. Good old birds. That's one thing that areas like this are actually encouraging, is more natural wildlife coming back to the area, which is just super neat. Like, there's a reason that hawks have always kind of gathered in cities, and it's because the skyscrapers tend to mimic cliffs and operate as such. So when you see a lot of like raptors or stuff in a city area, it's usually based off of that, where they have a bit more of a bit more space to kind of be natural, or at least mimic natural environments. So, falcons are something that I didn't know were actually like a thing here until recently, but now they are. It's very cool. By the way, if you are here, oh no, I don't like that at all. I found a setting where it can actually show me how many likes I have on a video at any given time. So just like, if you are here and you are able to kick us a like, that is what would encourage YouTube to recommend it to other people. And if it's your first time here, welcome. And if you subscribe to the channel, that helps us live. So thank you for being here. And if you are able to help out, we greatly appreciate it. Turns out all I have to do is hit the button, and it comes up with the like count. I didn't know that. Every day I find out a little bit more. I'm slowly becoming a professional. It's kind of crazy. But waiting on the light to change. We're just waiting on the light to change. Oh. Hello, our TOURonno. Welcome. You say I am here lurking. Good day. For what's worth, I think you are doing everything very well. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you for being a part of our little progress today. So last time I did this, I just immediately went down into the park. It looks like I can't go up this way. I could cross. You know, I think I have to cross actually to get to Cherry Beach, but allow me to fulfill my obligations as person holding the camera and doing the thing I said I would do. Yeah, very windy. Hopefully it's not interrupting the windsock too much where it's distracting, but you're certainly going to be able to feel it. Oh, look, the CN Tower's playing, the CN Tower's being shy. This area reminds me of the TV series The Sopranos, Industrial New Jersey. Yeah? I can absolutely see that. I think I didn't watch much of The Sopranos. I think I watched like a couple episodes of the first season. Maybe I made it to the second, but like, yeah, didn't quite catch me. Also, I was watching it with my ex, so I'm just like, no real drive to get back to it right away. I also heard good things about the Wire, apparently. Look at them geese. Them geese out for a strut. By the way, this is very close to where they are building the East Harbor Transit Hub. Indeed. I am very excited to see what they do with a lot of this area. And just like you can kind of see some elements taking shape. And like even if you look over at the park, it's beautiful. Coincidentally, I just made a video about it. They'll be coming out soon. That's amazing. I can't wait to see it. If you're able, can you actually post a link to your channel? And we will make sure that we do a shout out for you. And when oh look, the lake's even starting to freeze over here. That's a sign that it was getting cold. And also do not fall in the water, because that would be very unfortunate. I will say this area over here, it's just a park path. But does it not look like a go-kart path? Like that's straight out of Mario Kart, in my opinion. Which again, is an informed one. Ugh. There's also a YouTube channel that I've been following that's just like one man's vitriolic rage against Nintendo that just keeps somehow he has a new movie or a new video every day or every other day. I'm just like, man, you really hate Nintendo right now. But also kind of with good reason, so. I heard February 5th is the unofficial super secret opening date for the Eglinton LRT. Could the wait be over? Oh, Steven. Of course not. That would be silly. That would be silly. At least this area is more calm. You can see once this area opens up, it will be a nice second part of the park. But for now, let's keep going down. We're going to make our way all the way over to Cherry Beach and go for that. Man, the Eglinton Crosstown opening, that's a good one. I love the book. One day that will happen, I'm not going to lie. And when it does, we will all be very happy. But, you know, I can honestly say, well, you know what? Let's choose to believe. We'll choose. There's no way they can make a fool out of us for the 50th time. No way. I appreciate and love being part of the Toronto YouTube community and scene. I can't wait to see how slow these will go. Oh my God, right? Can you imagine that the Eglinton Crosstown opens and it's even slower than the Finch line? Oh, to be fair, I hear the Finch line will speed up eventually. It's just right now working out the kinks. But hey, it's open. And when it's open, you can do stuff with it. You can't do stuff with something that's not open. The same theory is just like you can edit a bad page. You can't edit a blank page. Whew. Glad he wove in there now so I can pass by that area really quick and hopefully not get splashed. Look at this little industrious bridge. Also, like, that is a massive, massive just corn cob pieces. I don't know what the story is there, but I'd be lying to say I wasn't curious. And it's got a lot of kinks. How dare you call me out? So wait, what do you mean? Safe behind. Does everyone have like a favorite Disney power ballad song? Let It Go's an obvious one. Underrated, I love Out There from Hunchback of Notre Dame. But Safe behind these mirrors and these parapets of stone, gazing at the people down below me. All my life I've watched them as I hide up here alone, hungry for the history they've shown me. Oh, no burp. Be our guest. Underrated power ballad song. Because it gets up there. Lumiere's pipes, man. All my life I've wondered how it feels to pass a day, not above them, but part of them. And out there, already in the sun, taste the morning out there. Look at the ducky. Yeah. It's actually a really interesting area. If you look around, like the view is beautiful, right? That's not unusual. Ooh, boats. A boot. I saw a boot in Aladdin. So it looks like we're coming up to Port TOURonno. But I think I can see the end of the line, which would be where this should be the end of... That should be Cherry Beach up there. But... certainly a more industrial area than I was expecting. But also, that makes a lot of sense. We used to actually come down here, me and my ex, with my old dog, Reina. And yeah, this was an area that we would let her run around in because she wasn't great with other dogs, but also knowing who raised her, I just like, yeah, that's not a surprise. That place is just called Job Site. There is actually an off-leash dog park at Cherry Beach. Yeah, that's the one we used to always go to. So, I doubt we'll run into them because that would be awkward. You're like, hi, I hate you. But also, I still love my dog. But that's okay. One step at a time. Parking, boat, cruise, beach, concerts, cabana, Rebel. I guess Rebel's the not the stadium. The space for concerts, concert hall. Not gonna lie, it's certainly further out than I was expecting it to be. But I guess that's kind of normal because, yeah. Also, this is where the sidewalk dies, it seems. Port of TOURonno. I guess that's a sidewalk on the other side. I can find out where a bike path goes. Actually, where does this go? Lower Donlands, Cherry Beach Sports Field, and then if we go south, that's Lakeshore Boulevard East, 1.3 kilometers. So yeah, pretty much from where we started, it's about a 2 kilometer walk from where we were at Distillery. So about a 4 kilometer walk so far. Fine, we're fine. Yeah, everyone, the schedule said the stream was for tomorrow. I mean, I do have a stream for tomorrow. You sure you're not looking at the right one? There should also still be one for tomorrow as well. But I'm trying to do them 2 or 3 in advance. The temptation to sing is so strong sometimes. This is the only one that appeared. Oh, interesting. I'll see what I can do with that. Signal was starting to buffer, just a heads up. Oh, no. I'm just like, I just want to get to the water's edge and then turn back. That's all I need. It's all I need to do. Good news is on this side, it's not buffering. But just got to get to the park. Just got to get to a park and then return. And then we'll be good. And I will be good. Even if I get. So that's the dog park over there. Signal is fine. Oh, good. Thank you, Carl. I don't go too far into the park either way, because I'm just like, this is gonna be a challenge just to keep it going. But Cherry Beach, Clark Beach Park. I just need to hit the water. If I hit the water, buy some silver and gold, then one day when they get the Finch LRT, it'll be faster than driving. You'll be able to ride it. Just a question, when it rains, does that mean God and his water broke? I mean, I don't think so. But, you know, I also believe in science and meteorology. I'll let you decide what you want to believe on that one. One of my most controversial lines was that there was a show I did a couple years ago called Bodies. And in it, I would have a moment where I'd be like, what if God uses they, them pronouns? And everyone in the audience was just like, oh. I was just like, no, think about it. Like, God's many things. But if God can be 3 things in once. Ooh, this is nice. This is very like, this feels very like England beach. Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. Oh, this was worth it. Oh, I love it when like the sun rays stream through. I will say, I won't go too much further in here because the ground is just mud. Kids that are afraid of thunder and lightning, I just have to tell them that God is farting. They laugh, and after that, every time they hear it, it gets them over the fire. That's good. Like, I will say, I don't think that this is the time of year that you would want to come visit Cherry Beach. But should you find yourself in the area, that's beautiful. Like on Sunday, you can go actually walk through now and go through to Portland on the other side. Oh, cool. So that would actually go through then. So this is a Cherry Lifeguard Station. That roof is like super mossy, actually. This is over there. It's kind of, there's a sad part to being over here because I can look over there and see where we used to take. I absolutely miss her, like I do. But my ex might have been many things, but he was never, well, he always had the dog's best interest at heart. So, I hope that he has been taking care of her the way that she deserves and would like. Yeah, it might buffer a little, but we're heading back now. Just being a little careful on the snowy storms. Is there anyone who come to listen to my story? All about a girl who used to stay. That girl. It's like the beginning of Across the Universe. Yeah. I'm on my way back, friends. Don't worry. Oh, that view though. That view is so worth it. Like, talk about, like, I could not have asked for a more perfect, like, just the way the sun was streaming through the clouds. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Watch out for the creepy motorhome. It has abduction written all over it. I mean, sometimes you just want to have an adventure. An abduction is just an adventure you didn't sign up for. Actually, no, that's terrible. Reason to want it, you know? I think the first thing that will need to get upgraded is phone plan, because then I can do bigger, buffer, better streams. Tesla has a new Winnebago-style vehicle they're going to be selling for $9,000. That will help a lot of the homeless in California get mobile. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, vehicle homes could be a major solution for the homeless issue. Even if it's just like a prefabricated house. You can drive somewhere, plop down on a, like, even an old parking lot or something. Technically, you could just pay for the space and then just live there. Be like a capsule hotel, but like a portable one. Terrible if you're Big Ben's junk removal. Poor Big Ben. California has the most number of homeless in the United States right now, so I think it wants bagel-style home for $9,000. Take it now. Have a nice place to live and be mobile. Huh? A lot of people in California, they go to the beach and they bring their mobile homes there. I live. It's an interesting idea, at least. I wonder if that whole portable, portable capsule hotel idea could potentially work. Stream buffers more the closest Trump is to the Canadian border. Signals can't travel through dense objects too well. Womp womp. Oh. Man, I do find it fascinating how some people have this conception that Canada wants to join America. And I'm just like, the second people talk about the 51st state stuff, I'm just like, do you understand? Like, you know, it's not just one state. Canada's not just one thing. It's many things. And it's a lot of space, and it's a lot of policies, and it's a lot of liberal change that I don't think America is ready for. We would decimate them with love and prosperity and a lot of resources. I don't know if he's MAGA. I like to assume that if you're on this chat and you're able to type, you're probably not MAGA. But maybe that's just me being too optimistic. Yeah. The important thing is, like, whenever you create opportunities for dialogue, it's important to state your thoughts and opinions. Ooh, look at that. USA would be much more prevalent in Canada if Pierre Poilievre was prime minister. Oh my God, absolutely. PP would have collapsed immediately, and there would have actually been serious conversations about becoming a 51st state. I don't think Mark Carney's perfect, but I have to say, some of the steps are at least in the right direction, I think. Herd of trolls. Most American companies have closed shop in the United States and have moved up to Canada already. It's a growing trend there. Huh. I haven't heard much about that trend, to be fair. But I would be curious to look into that to see how it's kind of progressed since then and around then and what they're planning to do now, really. Politics is such a hard thing to talk about these days because it's so wrapped up in people's emotion and identity. But just like, there's a certain part of me that's just like, I hate that there's an entire half of the country that, like, there is an entire major political party that wants to erase me and my rights. So I will never be able to vote for them. And I'm just like, that robs me of choice because of silly identity politics. You know? Those situations where you're just like, that's not right, that's not correct, that's not how politics should work. You shouldn't have an entire demographic of people against you just because you have made who they are or who their friends are or what they choose to identify as an issue. Doesn't make any sense in my brain. Mark Carney worked at the Bank of England once. See? I am more willing to work with someone who has had a, like, I remember like months or years ago or whatever, they were attacking AOC because she worked as like a server. And I'm just like, no, that makes me more likely to vote for them because I know that they know what it's like to struggle. They know they know what it's like to be in the whims of politics. Is this a drive-in movie theater? It does look like that, doesn't it? I was actually just trying to figure out what this was. It looks like it might have been at one point, but I don't think it is anymore. Cool though, eh? Even if it's not a drive-in movie theater, it's still very interesting. But I'm betting that's exactly what it is, or at least it was. Pierre Poilievre is Pepe Le Pew. Aw, but Pepe was fun and was fun. Brian T98 says, "Good morning, everyone. I'd never trust PP. He wants to be Canada's Trump. Also, I think Mark Carney is doing a great job so far." I'm inclined to agree. I don't think any politician's perfect, but I think you should always be able to criticize them without resorting to everything they are as awful. But Pierre Poilievre is someone who I've seen be a career politician, and they don't seem connected to reality, which is what I don't like. Just like the fact that he lost his seat and then had to secure one out in Alberta, like he kicked someone off his own, like that shouldn't be allowed. That's not okay. I don't like the politics that he does. I find them dirty and underhanded. And I would be thrilled to see someone take that party and actually make them progressive instead of just regressive conservatives. Same hairstyles. Good morning, Baltimore. You will notice that there is a huge Queen Street station. They put it up because of weather-related stuff like wind to prevent it from coming down, I'm guessing. But oh, that's low. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not crazy about. To be fair, I'm actually just not crazy about conservatism in general. I don't see its benefit in today's day and age. But who knows? Or at least not right now. Now is not the time where we should be putting the brakes on things like environmental protections or demonizing trans people. Just things that I'm just like, no entire, or like demonizing immigrants. Just stop. Let people be people. Oh, I do love how in Bagasse State Park you can just see the owl sticking up above everything. It's so cute. Mark is the best man for the job at the moment. He's doing a terrific job too. I'm glad we're having some I'm glad we can come below some of our leaders and be like, you know what? Let's lift them up and let's say we appreciate the work they're doing. It's not easy. No matter what you do as a politician, people are going to be disappointed and often needlessly angry at you. Anytime you get in right away, at least half of the country is going to hate you with vehement rage for no reason. But if you get in there and you do the things you say you're going to do, you'll at least be remembered as someone with integrity. My dad always used to say that integrity is what you do when people aren't looking. I'm just like, I resonate with that. I feel like that's a good standard to hold yourself and our leaders and everyone else to. So, in politics, real job experience counts more than what peer. Yes. I have to remember that progressive conservatives on the calendar once the Reform Party. I think Pierre is done. I stand with Canada. We're talking a lot about politics, but like, as someone who is from Toronto, as someone who loves my country very much, and who appreciates where we're at, I think the leadership is doing a good job. I might not always love Doug Ford, but I have to say there have been times where he has done the right thing, and I can respect that. Do I like his policies or do I like him as a person? No. But like, what are the parts of him I can learn to respect? And can he grow? I don't know. We'll find out. Weather walls are built temporary, though. It's a good idea because lots of times when they're doing serious work like cementing and stuff, keeps the wind and the rain and all that other stuff out. That's a good point. I will say, having seen the Queen Street, what they've done with it lately, just like, yeah, grab a traffic light. But they're so big and heavy. The snoots aren't boopable even. That's the trick. So down there, that's Bagasse State Park. I don't think I'll head in today. I have hit the point where I'm just like, oh, it's already been an hour and a half. I should maybe think about heading home before everything collapses. But see how far I get. Oh. Problem with not doing my mustache up is I've realized how long it's gotten and it's just kind of floofed into my mouth. So often you just get your mouth with a little bit of hair in there, which isn't ideal, but 'tis what needs to be do. In South Africa, traffic lights are known as robots. Oh, that's super interesting. I began to like Doug Ford after standing up against the US. Yeah, I'm just like, I fully admit, I'm not a fan of his policies. I'm not a fan of a lot of things that he's done. I don't like his anti-LGBTQ stance or the hypocrisy of cracking down on drugs after being a known drug. Like, there's a lot of things about him that as a person I don't agree with. And on a policy level, I think are damaging and not great. But I'm just like, a broken clock can be right twice a day, and I can still honor the good things he's done. He's giving us the Ontario line, which is a good idea. I don't like that he's trying to take away bike lanes, but I'm just like, that's when you have to fight. So, all those things. I like the Portland area. It's growing nicely, and the work that they've been putting is really looking smart. I agree. I think it's a beautiful area. I think they've done a really great job with this area, and I think as it goes on, it's only going to get better and better. Carney is moving economic mountains to make Canada rich in the long run. I absolutely agree with that. I think what's interesting is he is a politician who I think has a long-term plan rather than just a short-term gain, make money, and then peace out, you know? I feel like he's at least got some kind of idea for stability there. So, I wouldn't vote for him, but I appreciate him standing up and not being like Danielle Smith or PP. Yeah. Well, Danielle Smith is another problem for sure. But again, I only know what I heard from people. Like, I have friends who live in Calgary, but I only really know what I've heard from them. So, not too cold out there today. It was chillier, then it got warm, and I took my jacket off. And then it started to get chillier again, so I put my jacket back on. And now I'm just kind of in the middle where I'm just like, I should have just worn a lighter sweater. That should have been my day. But I didn't think, because I don't think, because apparently I'm chaotic, quote unquote. And I'm just like, how dare you read me so accurately? But okay, if you think I'm chaotic now, wait until you see what I do next. The answer is not much. I'm still just very chaotic. I try not to be. I lean into it sometimes. But like, I do try not to be pure chaos at all times. Enjoy the weather, friend. Thank you, Austin. It is rather lovely. And I'm just like, the sky is beautiful. The air is fresh. It is windy, obviously. But we're having a good time. Oh. Toronto City is a tough city to dress for the weather, as the wind is a major factor, plus once the sun goes down. Yeah, I should be back home by the time the sun goes down. But, I mean, it is also, I will say, on Sunday, I think the time I have listed is actually going to be incorrect, because I'm going to need to either do a very early walk on Sunday, or a very late walk on Sunday, or just do a video as I ride the train. And if I do a video of riding the train, I won't be, like, that's, well, is that something people would want to see? Do you want to see, like, scenery as we walk by it, as we're going through, like, the Ontario countryside? Is that something that people would like? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you think. I'm heating up chicken tikka masala whilst moderating. Sam, you are a legend, and we appreciate you mucho, mucho. That's French for quite a bit. So, 100% Steven. Also, just in case I didn't welcome you, Ryan, welcome, welcome. Thanks for showing up today. It's good to have you in the chat, and you're doing a great job. Carl says, Lofer has done a few good things in his clavicle career for us, but not really a lot, but a few. I love he did away with license stickers on cars. Yeah. I will say one of my biggest frustrations with this whole situation is that they made it so that anyone who is a server has to renew their smart serve every 5 years or something. I'm just like, that's bull crap, because that is essentially going to literally some of the poorest people and saying, we're still going to make you, like, first off, Smart Serve in general is just kind of crap. Like, zero reason to have to do it more than once. Anyways, you're really hitting the takeaway this week. Maybe he made it himself. We don't know. What train are you taking and where are you going? We are going from Toronto and we are going over to Ottawa. So, I was thinking I might be able to set up my camera so it has like a little peeky window outside. Could be cute. But also I'm just like, it's not the most exciting. It's just a bunch of train. You know, I don't know. Hello, Kevin. And also, I'm glad it's from your freezer. Hello, Kevin. Welcome to the chat. Guess the Smart Serve is not so smart. Oh, womp womp. But anyone can handle your food. I know it's recommended to have a food handlers lots of time, but I definitely know not everyone does. That is for true. That is for true on that. FYI, watching from Burlington. Oh, no way. My grandmother lived in Burlington. Not my nice grandmother. My mother's mother, who was kind of special, we'll say. A disagreeable woman, to put it mildly. But, you know, again, broken clock can be restored. But, you know, my grandmother was kind of cool. But she was from Burlington, so that's what I always think of when I hear that. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Steve Parker. Hey, from Liverpool. Ah, no way. I have always wanted to go to Liverpool. And the reasons being is, well, now mostly because of Eurovision, but also now everyone hates Eurovision. So, yeah. That would have probably been the year to do Eurovision because, man, that would have been a great year to see. I hear you guys handled it like a champ. So, George, Paul, John, and Ringo. Hello from San Diego. Welcome, Robert. I fully expect that you folks have nicer weather than we do here. Although here it's not terrible. It's actually not terrible, so. Matti never used the White House toilets. Might be hidden cameras and the microphones in there, you never know. Hey, if they're gonna film that, I at least want them to like give me the royalties that they sell it on for OnlyFans or whatever. Maybe that's like their new thing. It's just like only plans. I don't know. That was a bad joke. I apologize for that one. You know it's bad when I'm just like, you know what, that was a bad joke. I can't, yeah. My brain's just not working lately. I want to go home. I want to play Jurassic World Evolution 3 some more. By the way, if I put like my Steam information on the Discord and anyone wants to like befriend me there, always an option. Always looking for new gamer. Okay, rude. That was so many loud trucks. They can truck right off. That's what I think. No, I will say, I will put my Steam information up, so if anyone wants to join me for a game or two sometime, I would like that. Trying to make this even more community central, community based, and community focused. So, as always, thanks for being here, because y'all make this great. But if you are new here and you're enjoying this, please like, because that's how YouTube knows to recommend it to other people. And if you want to help support and help the channel grow, I would highly encourage you to subscribe, because once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be able to make a living off of this, and that's the goal. Zoinks, the wind is really picking up here. Trees bending and all. Oh my gosh. And not quite that bad here yet, but I do not think it will take long. Do stream gaming. If not, maybe make a second channel for gaming. Is that something that people would still be like? Would anyone have any interest in that? First time here, liked and subbed. Ryan. In that case, you might be the reason that if I think I might have just passed Yoshi then. Not that it's a race, of course. Yoshi is wonderful and he's doing great work. But, you know, point of pride. Yay! I like succeeding. It makes me happy. Think stream gaming is a Twitch thing. That's kind of what I was leaning more to as well. I've also heard about joystick, but that's a different kind of game streaming. But only way to make YouTube grow is with a diamond-shaped blue pill. Sam, you nasty. I'd watch. Oh, Ryan, I'm flattered. I'm flattered like the earth. That's a very bad joke again. But I don't apologize for that one because I actually think that was kind of funny. Christmas time is here. Sarah McLachlan does a cover of that song. It's been in my head. It's really well done. It's very beautiful. I'm pretty sure that Sarah McLachlan is one of those people who I'm just like, I don't think she can do any wrong. I think that she is just kind of brilliant. I will say, earlier, I've told a couple people this story before. Earlier this year, she released a song called Better Broken. And it was my #1 most played song for a while. And then my friend Flux was up with his partner, Matt. And they were in my neighborhood. And they were just like, oh, we're here really briefly. Come say hello. And I was just like, oh, I'd love to. So I walk over to see them. And then when I look up Matt for the first time, I realized that he co-wrote the song Better Broken. I just remember approaching them. I was just like, your song is #1 on my Spotify right now. And they were just like, oh my God, I'm so flattered. I was just like, yeah, I love this song. It's really cool. So that was my story. It's crazy in 2025, there are people that still actually believe that the earth is flat. Yeah, agreed. It is concerning. People can believe anything these days. Some people believe someone died for their sins. Crazy. No, I'm kidding. That's a bad joke. But some people believe in trickle-down economics. That's when you know they've gone too far. This is starting to become a nicer part of the city. A lot of development and change happening. It really is beautiful. Like, I love that this area, like, even the outside of Distillery still looks super inviting. Ho, 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 I hope you've been naughty, kids. Hunter, you're just chill, bro. You just can't let Nightbot take a break. Well, I agree. I'm an atheist. It's funny. Like, I remember back in the day, my parents ran a church, right? And I was just like, I was so convinced that Christianity was like correct and right and the only solution. And now I'm just like, I feel like religion can be a beautiful thing, but it should be 1,000,000% an individualistic thing that helps you become a better person. But you know, that's just me. If you use chicken flavor stock for meals, add Coleman's English mustard to the chicken stock for extra flavor. What a great idea. That'd be really good. Greetings to you as well, my friend Hunter. Wonderful to see you as ever. Thank you for joining us today. We have been talking about a lot of politics today. Again, it's becoming a new thing. But also, it's just, honestly, just great to spend time with you folks. So thanks for being here. As we slowly inch our way up to 1,000 subscribers. We'll get there. Together, as a family. But we're not racing. But if we were, I don't know how to finish that sentence. We're not racing, but maybe we should be. No. What is that building on the right? This one here? It looks like just an apartment building. Here, I'm gonna cross the street and then I will turn around and get an image of it. All right, turning. Yeah, just an apartment or just a residential area, condos probably, but it's a nice area. But it looks like it's having a place called Mandy's opening. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I don't know. Dude, I'm in. I'll support by watching and liking. Love that YouTuber walk and talk thing. I appreciate that, my friend. Well, since you're in Toronto, if you're ever out and about and I'm in the area, don't be afraid to come out and say hi. I do a little bit of this every day. Every day. And I will keep doing this until I hit 1,000 subscribers. And I'll keep going until my legs fall off. But I might take sick days now and then because I can't help when and if I get sick. Do you think I could set the record for most consecutive 1 to 2 hour walk tubes every day? I wonder. What's the record now? Let's find out. Man, my legs are going to look amazing. I grew up in Catholic elementary and high school, but I never could really believe it. Seemed unreal to me. I mean, I think that's totally fair. Like, if you grow up drinking the Kool-Aid, it's really hard to taste other flavors. But if you're someone who is trying it as an older person or someone who has had a reasonable exposure to multiple things, like, yeah, it makes sense that it wouldn't really have the same grip and effect on someone. It just looked different at a street level. It looked like Modern Distillery District look. I believe that, yeah. Just do it, Maddie. What am I doing? What am I doing now? Oh no. Did I do something? Ooh. I was gonna say this is a random path. Let's see the random path. Is this your usually stream time? Do you do night streams? I can. I found that people mostly want this during the day, but I'm always happy to do more or different. I have my schedule posted in the YouTube channel here, so you can find it there. I do post a schedule every week, but we'll see where we go. Break the record. Ah, yes, now we must. We shall do it together. I shall be your legs, and I your bow, and I your sword. I think I'm getting those out of order, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, and my axe. Hunter, I think Nightbot is in love with you. Oh my god, no. I'm just like, tee-hee, no he's not. Nightbot's got a crush on you, doo-dah, doo-dah. Nightbot's got a crush on you, oh the doo-dah day. Maybe that's a point in the bingo square. Maddie sings a nonsensical song based off of a popular music. I mean, if Hunter doesn't want to use me for my fantastic vocal talents, I don't know what to say. I'm actually trying to think. Are there any great musical numbers between a brother and sister? Other than like, the one that comes to mind is Donnie and Marie Osmond, but that one always has like weird, like there is a very strange and weird romantic tension between Donnie and Marie that I've never been able to get past. So I don't feel like getting electrocuted. That's fair. That's fair. That's why you have to be careful what eel you eat on a Gary. You can sing, you should know that. Oh, I know. I like to do my part and have some fun. Nice gray Lambo there. Oh, I missed it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I know what a Lambo is. That's a car. And gray's a color. I'm doing so well on this test. Partridge Family? Close. The Osmonds. They were Donnie and Marie. He went off and did Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, which was an Andrew Lloyd Webber play. And yeah, did very well. I remember when I was young, I actually saw him do that show, and he's a show person for a reason. He's extremely talented, but yeah, perhaps a tram ride stream one day. Ooh, but which line? There's so many to choose from. Did you ever do musical theater? I did do musical theater. Back in high school, I was in productions of West Side Story, which I will say, West Side Story was probably the one that well, let's just say I was a shark in West Side Story, and part of my homework was I was very encouraged to tan. So that was, yeah, that's problematic in its own way. Something in Shakespeare probably has a good bro and sis song. I agree with that. Are you still heading to Cherry Beach? Unfortunately, JM, I am just on my way back. I had headed down. I got to go see it. It was beautiful. You can actually go back and see the video from there. But yeah, stunning landscape. What a treat that was. Got there at just the right time. The skies opened up. West Side Story is very nice. West Side Story was a lot of fun. I wish I had been a jet though, because then it wouldn't have been so problematic. If there's one thing people see when they look at me, it's just like, oh yeah, that man is Puerto Rican. But we did that. We did Les Mis, and I played a character named Fee, which was just a random student that died, which is... Oh. There. Did I grow up in the city? I didn't actually. I actually grew up in a small town that's about 4 hours north of here. It is called North Bay, Ontario. It's a very beautiful city. Lots of lakes, lots of great wildlife. But nope. Come on. Come on. Phone's dying a little bit. Okay, fine. You're only 260 subs away. I'm sure you'll have the hours. I got the notice today that I had hit 5,000 watch hours, which is amazing. So thank you so much for everyone who keeps coming back. It is literally just the subscribers now that's holding me back from doing this for a living. But we're good. We're good. We're getting there, little bit by little bit. Please stand by. Maddie, you can be a Latino whenever you want. You're my support. I don't think that's how it works, Hunter, but I appreciate the absolution of guilt. If you take a photograph of your microphone and charge your connection, you're able to find a better solution online. Yeah, why not? I'll check it out. To be fair, I was actually, apologies for the little jingle there. I was disconnecting my phone from the charger because I need to charge the gimbal for a little bit. So, the hope is I can get home before the phone dies, but the phone could just die. That is very much an option. That could happen. So as long as that doesn't happen, that's the key. But I will say, Eddie did get me these beautiful new microphones, which have been serving me super duper well. He got them for me as a gift when I hit 500 subscribers, because that's when the monetization starts. And you can accept supers and do shops and have like little things like that, which has also been super helpful. I don't have my books on there yet, but I should. I will make it so that anyone who signs up for like a membership, I am going to have my books available there that people can just download and read. Because I'd rather have them in the hands of people who are seeking entertainment and want to have some fun. But I'll also be posting, like when I do streams of my painting and when I do streams of like, if I do gaming streams or anything like that, I can put them in there. One thing I was thinking about doing is just like a literal body doubling thing, where for an hour or two, I'll just work on my computer and then be a body that can be there so that you can have someone to work with and talk with if you want to. But yeah. Super duper mics. Randy sounds great on the mic too. Randy's just wonderful. We all love Randy. But we can't tell him, otherwise he'll get a big head. So no one tell Randy that we love him. We just have to like show it in our actions by showing up and showering him with praise at all times. Randy is precious and deserves to be protected. Thank you, Nightbot, for reminding everyone at all times that they can book tours with me. To be fair, when I had started this, I had expected the tour side to be the more popular thing, and I didn't think anyone would want to like come and spend time with me as I walked around the city and showed it off. And I have been delightfully surprised by what's occurred here. And it's given me great hope and excitement for the future. So, in that realm, again, just thank you, everybody. You're making me, it's very special, and I'm glad I get to share it with you. Saying Randy in the UK might raise a few chuckles. Remember, there's always more places to get Randy. What time now there, please? I could not tell you what time it is right now. Around 4? I think it's almost 4. I heard Airbnb is doing things like tours too, so it might be worth checking out. Yes, I have submitted for Airbnb. I need to do a few more things before I can accept bookings there, but yeah. Why? Not quite sure what you're asking there, buddy, but yeah. 3:36 p.m. Okay, yeah, so it's like almost 4. Not quite there yet, but we're on our way. As a reminder, at the 2-hour mark, I will let everyone know, if you are new here and you like what you see, please like the video. You can essentially, if you like the video, YouTube will try to recommend this to other people. And if you enjoy yourself, you can always subscribe, which helps grow the channel. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll be having a lot more party times, which is always good. And I will have the second half of the me and Manny video up either tonight or tomorrow morning. So keep your eyes open for that. Yeah, Manny took me to the Royal Ontario Museum yesterday, and we spent like a good 4 hours just on the one floor that had dinosaurs and rocks and like the cradle of life stuff. Really, really cool. But what's also really cool about it is like just finding out about the like if you're ever going to like a scientist or a history, if you're ever going to a museum, just go with an expert who you enjoy listening to. It makes everything so much better and so much fun. So remember to raise prices a little around the World Cup. Enjoy yourself, a great Jackson 5 song. Oh, are we going to talk about the Michael Jackson biopic that they're making? Because, to be frank, I don't know how anyone thought that was a good idea. Since you're from North Bay, do you speak French? Je parle un peu de français, but I am by no means fluent. I wouldn't say I'm super comfortable with it, but I have been trying to learn, and I feel like in the new year I might try to make it even more of a priority. I would love to be able to write in French, but I was doing Duolingo for many years, and I found out about all the AI controversy, and then I'm just like, well, I'm gonna piece out of this. But I would like to find a system that works for me to be able to effectively learn and practice French. And a part of that might just be talking to Manny and Randy. Oh my God, Honda, you're so cool. That Honda was so cool, guys. Everybody wants to drive a Honda. Ah, bonjour, baby Grinch. Merci à l'extrême. I speak French fluently, but I get told off for swearing. Well, that just means that you're actually like speaking it properly fluent. If you can't swear in every language, you don't really know the language. What fun is it to speak French if you don't swear? Tabarnak. I would love to learn a second language. Did some French growing up, but I didn't stick. Sometimes it sticks more than you think. After like a week or two, it can sometimes all come back. But I recommend you an app called Hi Local to practice any language you want, and it's free. That sounds wonderful. Thank you for recommending that. Certainly one that I know a lot of people are checking out right now. I have also been looking for like an alternative to Spotify, because I know I've heard good things about Tidal, but after finding it, it's just like, we just can't have nice, fun things anymore, you know? You know. Dundas Square is such a memorable place. Oh, Dundas Square is it's interesting for sure. It's almost overstimulating these days, but sometimes there's nothing wrong with that. But I use it to learn English and Spanish. Very cool. Are you learning English and Spanish? Where I imagine, are you from America and just trying to learn, or are you? Either way, you're doing great so far. Your writing has been great. We're fully understanding you, and we appreciate you with the tip because, frankly, good apps these days are hard to come by. So recommendations are always appreciated. It's just right? What? Definitely appreciate the tip on a good language learning app. The only other one I'd really heard about was Babbel, and I was just like, ugh, I have to type it in to a store. That's too much. That's too difficult. I can't do that. Say what you need to say. Yeah. Ugh. Google AI. Google AI. I don't know how much I trust AI these days, but hey, some of it's got to work for something, right? I think the issue with Duolingo is that it was like, anyways, I just remember, et puis tu dans va le poulet, dans y a la poulet, from my French class. So let's see. Someone was the chicken.
Another day, I don't mind teaching you how to play volleyball.
Danya le poulet. Well, something about the chicken, at least. Again, flawless French. Or as we say in French, le flawless French. Just a friendly reminder to like the stream and subscribe if you can, because that's really great and we like you. Again, flawless song. P2 was the dog. Ah, that makes more sense. P2 est le chien. Oh, yes. Nightbot reminding everyone we do have a Discord now if you wish to stick around or share silly memes with us. We appreciate it. I did post the link to the me and Manny on there. And then maybe I will do the other one tonight. Now I just have a little something silly. Starting to do more shorts that kind of try to highlight different elements of Toronto and other places to go. So we'll see where it ends up. There was something I was thinking about doing, and that is Joel does hair. And I was thinking, one of the things that he's been trying to do is try to like spread out his social and trying to get more business for himself as well. And I was thinking, if he did a hair stream on me, would that work? Would that be something that people would want? I don't know. I'm curious to try. Was it raining? No, actually. It's been fairly open and clear all day, funny enough. But nothing can be as bright as the sunshine that you bring into the room, Princess. Your warmth sustains me. A late hello from Jennifer. Jennifer, lovely to see you too. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you. We're having a nice long walk. To be fair, I've actually been walking straight for 2 hours, which isn't the worst for me. But like, you know, my legs are tired. I will point out, if anyone messages Princess, you should no longer get a nasty wording from Nightbot. So keep that in mind if that ever happens. How many miles have you walked? Couldn't say how many miles, but like, I generally walk for about, at this point I'm probably walking between 2 and 3 hours every day. So you're looking at, I don't even know. I legitimately have no idea. Many kilometers every day. Many, many kilometers. But even here, like just walking from that one spot down was about 1 kilometer. That's probably like 3 or 4 kilometers. I would say it's probably been about 8 or 9 kilometers so far. Maybe 10. But y'all make it worthwhile. I get to share my inner thoughts with people. And turns out that's a scary thing to do. Because great stream, gotta go, catch you next time. We look forward to it, Ryan. Thanks for stopping by today. Try furniture upcycling, turning old furniture into new usable furniture. I have been thinking about that actually. But see where it goes. I think I will do Depending on when I have the haircut, I think I might do a stream with Joel so that like show off what he can do. And then I'll do my stream from there walking home after. But yeah, whatever day that ends up being in the next 3 days, that'll be the day it is. 4 miles an hour is a normal walking speed. I do know I walk a little faster than normal, but also I couldn't tell you in miles because I don't know roughly I couldn't tell you what the rough differentiation is. Turns out that guy who said he would walk for 10,000 miles, I don't think he was telling the truth. I think he'd be like, I would walk for 100 miles max, and that would take me a week. And then, you know, why? Est-ce qu'il fait froid? Nah, ce n'est pas froid. C'est bon. It's actually like, oh fuck. À l'air mo. It's just kind of nice. It's quite mild. I walk nearly every day for a couple hours. Jennifer, why aren't you walk streaming? We can do it together. I guess then we'd be competing. Either way, I'm just happy to have you. One thing that makes me laugh is I found out that people actually take my videos and put them on as they're walking in the gym. I'm just like, that's flattering. That's really fun. I don't mind getting a lift up. That'd be an expensive ride with Lyft, though. Man, for as long as it takes to get down there. Did not take me long to get back. How many pounds am I? Princess, what a personal question. I will say, when I started walk tubing, I was around 220, and now I am currently sitting at about 195, roughly, between 190 and 195. But yeah, walk tubing has been very good for my exercise. The Long Walk, one of Stephen King's books, is set in a dystopian America where once a year, 100 healthy young men set out walking at a pace of 4 miles an hour. If they fall below that speed, they receive a verbal warning from an armed soldier along the roadside. If they fall below the speed, they receive 3 warnings. They are killed. Well, that's brutal. How would they sleep? Love long walks, great exercise. Really is. And you don't realize how much you can get out of it until you start doing it regularly every day. And then every day it gets a little easier. Your legs get a little more tired every day you do it in a row. But at this point, my legs are like muscle and jelly. That is all it is. Guess walking doing you well. I mean, it's given me the confidence to go for OnlyFans as well. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Haven't done that in months. No. I'm gonna go home and eat my pizza and get bean salad because it's there already, and then I don't have to go to Loblaws. Go to Loblaws. That's my sound. #1 on the Billboard Top 100. Just you wait and see. You know what? I'm not even gonna extend it. That's the whole song. That's it. No remix either. Just that. kids will be getting pizza. Oh, if they steal my pizza again, Princess, I'll be very upset. But I know they won't. They'll get their own pizza. I will say, if you are here, thank you for being one of the 60 people watching, which is amazing. And now, as I finish to stagger my way home with all of the grace of a drunken hippopotamus, I can say I appreciate you. And you have kept me company today on the most excellent of walk. And I appreciate it very much. You'll get to see me. I cannot wait for your stream on Sunday. No! Princess, what time is your event on Sunday? Because I want to make sure that I'm not on the train when your event is going on. Otherwise, I might have to tune in after. But I would like to be there live for it. So I'm very excited to hear you sing and to do dance. $11 your time. I hope I'm not on the train. If I am, I will tune in through my phone because the train Wi-Fi is notoriously terrible. But if I am on the train, I'll be... Wait, 11 o'clock p.m. or a.m.? Hopefully a.m. I would like to see you. I would love to see you. I find you absolutely delightful, and you have been such a gem on my channel. I would greatly appreciate having you and being able to support you on yours. Okay, 11 a.m. on Sunday. Excellent. I will make a note of it in my phone, I hope. Otherwise, I will just forget, because sometimes that happens too. I try not to, but it does happen. It does happen frequently. It happens all the time. I've already forgotten, but I won't forget, because I'm going to put it in my phone. You would think Via Rail would have hooked up Starlink by now. Well, I don't think they could. I think Starlink has been banned because of the whole Elon Musk controversy. Oh. Is this it? Is this where I end it? No. No, I'm going to go over a block more. That's what they all say. Oh. Well, we shall all tune in to Princess on Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Folks, thank you for being here today. It's been a wonderful walk. I got to see Cherry Beach. We got that beautiful view by the water. It's been... My legs are dead. I think they might actually fall off this time. But the important thing is you can always grow new ones. So, for those of you who have joined us for the first time, once again, thank you so much for having your time spent with us. We appreciate it. If you happen to like this, that's a great help. If you subscribe to the channel, that is a bigger help. If you tell 10 of your closest friends and get them to subscribe as well, that is the biggest help you could possibly do. But in the meantime, thank you for being a part. Y'all have been wonderful. We've had a good time. I'm going to cross the street so I don't get hit by a car. And then I shall sign off. So folks, thank you so much for joining me today. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? There it is. Thank you for joining us. Good to have you folks today. And we will see you all tomorrow at noon, I think I put. Noon or 1. So either way, wonderful to see you. Thank you for coming along for the ride, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. Bye.